Hey Flower Tribe, it's Kelly Lehman from Cranberry Hills Flower Farm, and today I want to show you a super fun unboxing from some of the gorgeous hydrangeas that proven winners have sent me. Now, those of you that have seen some of the garden tours might have noticed that the majority of my hydrangeas are proven winners flowers. So this is a limelight hydrangea that's in back of me, and we've got a boatload of varieties of other hydrangeas from proven winners. And I want to show you some of the newer ones to my garden that they sent me. And there's a whole boatload of them. They came, by truck the other day. We were so excited. So let's dive right in. I want to show you how Sheldon and I unbox these beautiful flowers. And then I'm going to give you some great tips on how to plant them. And as a fun little bonus, we just got a new drone. So we tried to get some aerial footage of this too. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. So let's dive right in. All right, so we're keeping it in the shade of the garden until we're ready to plant them. Sheldon already unloaded a couple of them, and we're going to get this guy off next. Okay, so now we have all of our proven winners hydrangeas in the secret garden in a shady area because I'm not quite ready to plant these gals today, but I want them to kind of cool off. I don't want to keep them in the hot sun, so this is shady back here. We've got all of our tools. I've got a box cutter. I'm going to cut some boxes open with a paring knife. And we've got some drone action going on today, and so we hope to show you some of this from an aerial view. So this is our new fun gadget. So let's dive right in. Let's get this party started.
It's grow time.
It is grow time, baby. Yeah. Wow, look how this one came out. That's crazy. I cannot believe that came out of the box looking like that.
Grow time.
It's grow time. All right, I'm actually going to take pictures of you doing this because this is phenomenal. All right, this is crazy. Look at this bloom. And this is how the flower ships. Sheldon's just unboxing it now. Okay, check it. Take it out. Provenwinners.com. Yeah. So, this is how they come shipped. So, yeah, guys. Isn't this amazing? I cannot believe this. I mean, this is phenomenal. Wow. That's incredible. It's incredible. Amazing. Holy smokes. Wow. So guys, once we've unboxed them, we gave them a good watering. We let them kind of just get used to this environment for just a day or two. And now it's time to find a spot in the garden for them. So I take a look at the care tags that these hydrangeas always have. Because it will tell you exactly what type of sunlight that they prefer and all sorts of good things like that. So take a look at the care tag. But I know that this particular variety likes to have morning sun and afternoon shade. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it from the pot very gently. And what's nice about this plant from Proven Winners is it's not root bound. So sometimes your hydrangeas are root bound, and it means that there are a whole bunch of roots surrounding the plant. And when that happens, the moisture cannot get to the actual plant, and a lot of times the plant will die. But this guy's looking good. I'm going to tease the roots just a little bit, though, just because sometimes they do start to wrap around the plant, and we want them to go into the soil instead of getting used to keep growing in that circular fashion. So we're going to tease the plant Sometimes people even use a little bit of like a razor knife to get into some of these roots if they're, really hard to get into, but this is an easy one. Sometimes I'll also soak the plants in some water if they're a little tough to get through. And I'm just doing that with the top of the plant. I'm going all the way around, little teas, little teas. Okay, now these roots are ready to do their thing in the soil instead of doing the circular game. Same thing with the top. Hydrangeas love soil that is well drained. So you have to make sure that you have some well drained soil. And then I dug the hole. I made sure it was twice the width of the plant and the same height, because I want those roots to be able to stretch out in some very loose soil. So this hole is twice the width, but the same height. And I'm going to take a look at that because I want to bury this level with the soil or possibly a tiny bit above it, but I don't want it to sit below that soil line. So let's see what this looks like right now. I think I need to put a little more soil in here. I'm going to find the best base of the plant and have that facing forward, like the most beautiful side of it. And then I'm going to fill it in. One of these stems is very floppy, and that's because this flower head is so large. So I have a few choices right now. I can either find like some gardener's tape and put a little piece of bamboo pole here and just kind of like, prop it up with that gardener's tape and that pole. But I think a better idea might be to actually just use this bloom in like a little flower arrangement. And this way it'll take some of the weight off of that stem. And the other thing that's going to happen if I cut this stem right now is it's going to prevent the plant from having to create seed. And that allows the plant to put more energy into its root system and into its leaves to get itself established a little bit faster. So I'm going to make sure that I cut right above a fresh set of leaves. So I'm going to give it a snip. And that kind of alleviated that droopiness. I'm going to put this in one of our gorgeous arrangements. And now this plant seems much happier. So guys, it's up to you whether or not you want to go ahead and give it deadheading to allow that plant to put more energy into its roots and its stems. And, you can even cut it, as high as you want, because the more leaves on this plant, the more food it's going to get from photosynthesis. Or you can kind of just leave them in place. It's up to you. But this is what I'm doing with this loopy guy. So guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to water this plant in. Now I'm going to sprinkle some wood mulch around the plant. I'm going to make sure that I don't put the mulch bumped up against the base of the plant because hydrangeas like to have a lot of aeration. I'm going to add a little more soil here because I can see some of these roots. And then I'm going to put the mulch, I'm going to come out about 6 to 8 inches, maybe even a foot from the plant. And then I'm going to start sprinkling some of this beautiful mulch on it. And this mulch is going to help keep that plant nice and moisturized because it's going to keep the water from evaporating into the environment. And I'm going to go around the whole plant like that. And that's it. I'd like to thank the fine folks over at Proven Winners for being so generous and sharing all of these flowers with us. I can't wait to give you future posts to let you know how they're doing. And I'm so honored to be working with you guys. So thanks again for this great hydrangea haul. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining us in this video, and please feel free to hop on over to my Cranberry Fields Instagram page and say hi. You can also check us out on TikTok, and I made a few podcasts for you. You can find those wherever you listen to podcasts. Also know that I made a whole bunch of online, easy to follow flower courses that teach you how to grow amazing flowers just like these in your own backyard. I chose some of my absolute favorites, and I tried to find varieties that were super easy to grow, and then I made a whole bunch of online courses to teach you how to grow them yourself. And please let me know where you're viewing this from in this great, big, beautiful world. I love to see how our flower tribe is growing around the globe each week. And please check out my Kelly Lehman's Flower Tribe Facebook group, because there's thousands of gardeners and they're all over the world and they're asking and answering loads of garden questions over there. All these will be in descriptions below. And also know that YouTube has now allowed me to have a super thanks. That's in the bottom of this video screen. And you can also buy us a cup of coffee or let us know if you're enjoying our content. Or you could just add a like or a comment in descriptions below, and I would so appreciate that. And thank you so much for joining us in this video, and I will see you in the next video. Flower video. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, looper.